In the heart of a dense forest, hidden far from the world, lay a village called Emeni, a place ruled by fear. At the center of that fear was one man named Dibia Okoro, the most feared chief priest the village had ever known. A man people believed spoke with dark spirits. No one questioned him. No one dared oppose him. In Emeni, there was no light. Only fear reigned. Far away from Emeni, a man of God, Pastor Elijah, was on his way to preach, but on a lonely road, he was ambushed and taken. When he opened his eyes, he found himself in Emeni. Confused and afraid, he prayed, and a voice spoke within him. Stay here for 1 year. He continued to pray. That same voice continued to say to him, stay here for 1 year. The next morning, he began to speak to one person, then a few more. He spoke of a God they had never heard about, a God of love and power, greater than any spirit. Some laughed, some listened, and something began to change in the hearts of many people. When word reached Dibia Okoro, he was furious. No other power enters my land, he declared. He began to attack the pastor. But something strange happened. His powers failed. Again and again, the battle continued. Darkness rose, but each time it failed, because Pastor Elijah stood firm, praying and unshaken. And slowly the people began to see this God was greater. One night, in desperation, Dibia Okoro used everything he had, but this time his power turned against him. He fell weak and broken. For the first time in his life, he was helpless. With his last strength, he crawled to the pastor. Tell me about your God. And that was the beginning. Day by day, the feared man changed. The feared man of Emeni changed. He began to learn. He prayed. He became new. 1 year later, the mission God sent the pastor to do in Emeni was over. Pastor Elijah's mission was over, but Emeni was no longer the same, because the most feared man who once spread fear now preached the gospel in all of Emeni, and many believed. Because in the hands of God, even the darkest life can become light.